We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbarian.
To a couple robots?
No,
because
to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that shit.
Dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, and everybody in between. Here we are again with another controversial episode of the FiendCast.
Is it controversial?
A little bit.
Is it?
A little bit, considering the week we've had.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a smidge. You
Smidge?
know? Just a
tad bit.
a tad bit.
A dollop.
Controversial.
Like a dollop solid. What the fuck? Like a
been a
dollop
solid
of sour
spoonful.
cream. A spoonful?
A dollop of Daisy. It was.
What
it was
is
said.
an exact dollop? Is it?
It's like a. It's like
It's
a.
a flick of the wrist after you
Is
grabbed
it
it with the spoon.
Yeah, you got to take a
You
spoon.
gotta. It's
Flick it.
it's a
But what
flick.
It's
size
kind of like
spoon?
you just grab it with a spoon,
The
like
right
a regular
side,
standard
you're,
spoon.
You're doing a flick of the wrist, like you gotta whisk. You flip the wrist.
So we just got over National Rum Day, and we've been drinking rum.
Sidebar. Can I say?
No,
I don't give a fuck.
about fake holidays.
Or about drinking
It's-
rum.
No, I love drinking rum. I will go
Okay.
on record. I love rum, but I will say these other bullshit ass holidays. It's National Stepmother's Day. Fuck it, suck my dick. Get the fuck out of here. That's people just make shit up, and then there's a day, and then you just have to celebrate it. Like fuck.
But if stepmothers were sucking your dick,
no, not
That's unnecessary.
no, it's a bullshit. All the holidays in general.
Most holidays are literally bullshit. They don't
It's
actually
national.
matter.
It's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. It's
Christmas
national.
doesn't matter.
It's National
Like,
Frog
Christmas
Day.
isn't real. Is that a thing? I would.
I'm talking.
I
I mean,
would
I'm not talking about established holidays.
I would
I'm
celebrate.
talking about.
I would celebrate National Frog Day.
Well, yes, we would. No, I mean the bullshit ones. Like it's National Sriracha Day. Like,
But
Fuck outta here.
every day is Sriracha Day.
okay,
In my world.
All right, you need to stop.
I'm
right,
with the,
stop.
I'm with the shits.
No, you're not.
nah, you're not.
You're not.
No, I got the shits.
That's the most blandest shit. Sriracha's not spicy at all.
No, it's not spicy.
You're
it's not a
just-
hot sauce.
You're
the first,
paving
the
the
first
way
time,
for ulcers.
The first
not
time,
good.
the first time I tried Sriracha, I was so pissed because like I was used to Louisiana hot sauce, and I thought like it was just like hot sauce, you know.
I
Like,
found a quicker way to ulcers.
and no, I hated it. I was like, this isn't hot sauce, you know. I was like 7, and I was really scarred by it. And then I tried it at a later year, and I was like, this is pretty good, but not as a hot sauce, you know. Like it's not the same. So we got the man cast going tonight. We got myself.
Been kissed.
We got.
Bulky boys.
Boys.
I mean, yeah. For the last week,
Everybody's in the
I've been
gym,
going to the
everybody's
gym.
getting
Yeah,
bulky.
we jumping out the gym.
Motherfucking
Yeah,
bulky boys.
you know, look. It's a gun show.
He's on the supplements.
You
AJ's on the supplements.
What's
No,
on supplements?
I'm only doing vitamin supplements. I'm doing the
protein.
Centrum.
I gotta get some
I've-
fucking post workout.
I've been eating a bunch of tuna.
True. A tuna? What are you eating a bunch of tuna for?
Protein.
I'm not even gonna go there.
What do you mean?
Just eat peanut butter.
No,
He
peanut butter.
gets that tangy tongue. He's all the podcasts.
Good boy.
I like the
boy
onions.
Huh?
I put the onions in it, and I like the onions.
I mean-
You put onions into
Are you
it?
frying it?
No, I'm
You just
just
eat it
eating
raw.
raw.
Are you
Canned
baking
tuna.
it?
No, it's
Oh,
canned
it's canned tuna?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, so I
Dude,
haven't-
what is wrong?
I mean,
for lunch? I've just been eating canned tuna.
I can't do it.
Like no bread. I haven't been eating bread.
I feed
haven't-
that shit to my cats.
I just today was like the first time I
as
really
treats.
really broke my sugar.
Oh.
You know, I haven't really been eating sugar. I've been doing a lot of cancer causing sugar substitutes, but not actual sugar.
like
aspartame, the
oh
other ones.
Oh
the
no,
sucralose.
don't. What is wrong with you?
Sucrose.
Sucralose. Sucrose is
Sucralose.
an actual sugar. Sucralose is an artificial sweetener. So, yeah, I've been biking 12 miles, sending videos in the group
bike.
chat.
Jay got you beat on that though.
He bite.
No, not like I used. I used to bike way more than that. This
Jay
is just for
bikes-
fun. This isn't for necessity.
Jay bikes like
necessity.
100 miles a week. Like
Okay, so if I do
What the
so what
fuck? Where's
if
he going?
if I do
To
if I
work
do
him
13 if I do 13 miles a day instead, I'll have him beat
whatever.
because 8 times 12.5
His,
is
he's
100.
He's got a stronger lower body and core than you.
I don't know about lower body.
He could probably
Maybe
deadlift
core.
more than you.
don't know.
Deadlift, squat, all of that.
Squat probably, yeah.
He doesn't look like it, but he's
no,
very,
I've wrestled him on Thanksgiving. It was a fun time.
he's
So
a very
we got,
tight boy.
we got Big Boss over here.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Little spacey. Little space the fuck out.
Some
but,
Kevin Spacey?
Well,
Oh.
No,
depends.
no.
Depends.
That's
Which Kevin Spacey we talking about? You guys.
Baby Driver.
You don't want to be House of Cards.
Baby Driver,
'Cause he was
Kevin
fucking
Spacey.
dude.
Bad.
I'll
like,
be that
that's-
one.
yeah,
Baby
I'll-
Driver's
I'll-
I
Yeah,
was
I like
like
Baby
blinded
Driver.
by the balls on that kid.
I'll be that Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
You'd be
no.
blinded by the balls on that kid.
He come out with a
I'm
shotgun.
I'm
He
that guy.
wielding.
He did come out with that shotgun busting. So yes, I am Kevin Spacey for the rest of this episode.
All right, Spacey.
Spacey boys.
Space Boys. Oh, so you're Space
Space
Boy
Boys.
tonight.
Oh,
Spacey boys.
yeah.
Yo.
So
Kevin Space boy.
so I don't want to say R.I.P. I mean, technically, like like R.I.P. Space Boy Dandy. She's resting
yeah.
in peace, hopefully. Maybe in turmoil.
What
Who
the
knows?
fuck is
What
wrong
the
with
fuck?
you? How goddamn dare you?
You
What do you mean?
Back the
What-
shit
why-
off.
She's
Come
just
on.
sleeping.
Let's just back the shit. Let's
Jeez,
just
why you
back
gotta
this
word it
shit
like
up.
that? What's wrong with you?
Fucking all back up.
Fucking-
Let's re-ramp up.
But it's literal though.
Nah, no.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Dictionary definitions.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst implied. Those are the worst implications.
Yeah, disagree.
You don't
Like
fucking.
you just
you
use
don't
the same
throw-
thing twice.
No.
Disagree
You
entirely.
don't fucking. You don't
Get this.
you
Get
don't
the
fucking-
shotgun.
You don't put a definition on the screen in words at the start of a movie and expect people not to take that into granted the rest of the movie.
What?
He's got a point. You can't like say, "Oh, this is it," and then, "Oh, well, wait."
People aren't
Don't
gonna believe
think
that.
it's what I just said because it's really not that way. But I just said that thing. That's what you just did.
That is what I did.
You really just did that.
Yeah, that's
How
exactly
dare you?
what I did.
Yo, Zab, if you listen, well, whenever you listen, we gonna beat AJ up. We gonna get the tarp out.
I mean,
We gonna wrestle him
let's
to
get
the
the tarp
ground.
We're gonna
out.
peel on it first.
We're gonna slap him
We're
on
not
his knee.
peeing on no tarps.
We're gonna hold him. We're gonna hold him on the ground. We're
Nah,
gonna slap his
they
knees.
ain't-
We're gonna
Cut
slap
him
his
out.
knees.
Gotta cut him
You're
down.
ain't gonna get my
He's
knees.
slapping his knees repeatedly.
No
No
knees.
shit.
Just the knees.
Yeah.
Only knees.
Zero knees.
We punching knees, kicking them.
Zero knees.
We dropping elbows on the knees. We doing all.
Well, you
You
gonna
know,
have a-
What am I gonna do about my
We're
legs?
slighting down.
I gotta drive a stick
My
shift. Try to murph it.
Like,
What
just-
am I do with my
no, but
legs?
imagine
Tell
that
me
though.
about-
Imagine like somebody gets jumped and all they do is like beat the shit out
Beat
of
the
their
shit
knees.
out of your knees
Only
and
your
One
knees.
your
section.
ankles. You're like your legs below the knees. Like
what
not
made-
your hips, just your knees
That's
and
what-
ankles.
I
and
can't
feet.
get away.
Like just your shins, just like
Yeah.
breaks your fucking shin bone. You know.
That's
like,
what made that sketch so great.
What am I gonna- he's crawling.
They just beat his legs. He's like you know you can buy another couch. I was just fucking around. What I'm doing on my legs, Charlie Murphy. Like they just beat his legs. It's like whirling till his legs was like linguine,
Do
son.
you believe those stories? Because like Rick James on there, he's like,
I
yeah.
believe
he looks,
I
he
believe
looks
that
stoic.
one.
He looks.
I believe that one. I mean, imagine a nigga coming to your house and stepping on your couch, and you and your brother just beat the shit out of his legs. Like, y'all don't punch his face at all. Y'all just beat his legs until they're just unusable.
Because he used them on your couch. It's disrespect. It's tit for tat, as you were saying
He has
earlier.
to crawl out of your house.
I've been kicked out of nicer motherfucking places than
I've
this.
been kicked out of better homes than this. You think about another couch?
So we got the Boss Burger.
Don't you goddamn call me that.
Boss
It's the motherfucking
Burger,
BH.
So on the menu
Play
it
it
states
from the Himalayas.
1600s.
Baller from
You're
the
not from the
Himalayas.
Himalayas.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
bro man from the 5th floor. I'm fucking all the hoes.
He brought all the
Brahman?
salt.
Bro man from the 5th floor. I'm
Is it
fucking all.
Brahman like a?
Have you ever seen Martin?
Everybody seen
He hasn't
I've
seen it.
Martin.
He's
but
paused.
I don't know about Martin like that. I don't know the lore.
Okay,
So
well,
I've
all right,
seen
well,
it
then
on
you-
UPN
all right, well-
and Channel
All
27.
right. Well, then if anybody
on
who knows
65
about
and
it,
27,
then
I've
you would
seen Martin.
then you would know what bro man from the 5th floor means. You would know.
I don't. I was 7 or so.
Okay.
Like I
all right.
don't.
Okay, I get it. You don't have to try to
I
explain
didn't
it to
connect
me
with it
that
like
you
that,
don't connect
you know?
with it.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I watched Tyra Banks talk about her period, but you know, like
Yo, shout out. What is she doing?
she started modeling again apparently,
She's got-
even though she.
Heavy titties. Big bitch. Goddamn. Don't censor this. Just
That's not getting censored.
Nah, this not getting sense.
heavy titties.
Heavy titties.
Heavy.
Shouts out Tyra Banks for throwing your legs up in the air over some fucking Vaseline.
Fucking Vaseline.
Wait, hold up.
Everybody
You get
got that-
Vaseline! You get Vaseline!
Everybody got fucking
It's
Vaseline.
my all-in-one ointment treatment! Ah! It was right after Oprah gave out cars.
And she gave out Vaseline.
So she gave out, like, you know the little dollar store
Yeah,
containers?
I
Like
know.
the little, like, ounce or 2 ounce or whatever. So they were encrusted in, it looked like rhinestones because there were too many of
That
them
shit
to be
was
diamonds.
bedazzled.
She
They
said,
bedazzled the fucking
they were
Vaseline.
diamonds, but she
They
was
weren't.
like, these bottles are worth $100. And she just like flailed her arms up and they fell down on the stairs in between like the crowd. And she's like, "You get that!"
And she's just
And
twerking.
so it was like an all natural episode. Like it's like you could see my
Yeah.
everything cream. She had no makeup on. She had bags under her eyes, you know.
Scary hours.
And she's just like legs in the air, screaming about Vaseline. So
That's legendary.
so speaking of Vaseline, we got Black Mitch.
What?
We got black-
What? No,
we got
that's
black-
not.
we
That's
got-
not how that goes.
Your head's shiny.
we got Black
Well-
Mitch in this bitch.
It just looks like you
What up, fam?
you apply some Vaseline for moisturizing. On
Oh
your,
yeah,
on your head.
you know it keeps everything supple.
That's all. That's what I was trying to say. It keeps the Vaseline. It keeps everything supple.
Supple Vinny.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
That's
So
some-
we've
that's some-
we spent 12 minutes
Quiet
talking
Storm
about, talking
shit.
about Vaseline. We gotta get to some things. Some other Eans. We got some Epsteins. Jeffrey Epstein, who was a convicted
he definitely had
child
Vaseline.
trafficker.
Rest in power.
He definitely had Vaseline.
So he this past Saturday, Daddy Clarence broke the news in the group chat. I don't know if anybody's seen it before then, but he did break it in the group chat at like 8 a.m.
I broke it in the FiendCast chat. That was me.
That was you? I thought it was Daddy Clarence.
No. The other one that you're not a part of because you're not cool enough.
I don't use Instagram.
The
well.
Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Get the
Anyway,
shit out of
continue.
Anyway, so he committed suicide allegedly. So here's the issue. 24 hours before then, or less than, he was put on suicide watch for 24 hours. That same day, his court records got unsealed, showing all the people who were implemented in his child sex trafficking ring. At the exact time that it happened, both guards fell asleep.
Wasn't one of them like not a real correction officer? Like he was just.
He was like a temp. Type
yeah, he was
guy,
a temp.
yeah.
They just hired him, and he had worked like his 5th shift and like.
Yeah, they were overworking him
Did
from like a
4 nights
labor
or
fucking
something?
pool. They got some guy from Labor Ready. And they were like, "Hey man, you got to watch Jeffrey Epstein." And this was the
It's
was
just
the
some
cell.
dude. It's
This
some
was
dude off the
literally
streets.
cell.
He was selling corn like
here's
a
how-
week ago.
Here's how serious where Jeffrey Epstein was. El Chapo was previously housed in the cell right next to where he was.
Yeet.
So,
And that boy
last
Chapo
week-
got out.
Last week we reported about how he attempted suicide, and that's why they put him on suicide watch.
Alleged.
Allegedly, the whole thing's allegedly.
That boy didn't kill himself. That boy was murdered.
It's just he was a piece of shit. He's in death. He is still a piece of shit, right?
Of course.
But he was offered a very sweet deal. A very, very what 60 something? He could live in 20 years. Especially being how he was able to get off in 20 years if he cooperated and gave up all his information. Information, exactly. And the first time he got arrested, when he was in prison, he was able to go to the office.
Didn't he walk? He just walked the first time, right?
Not exactly. He went to jail, but he pretty much just slept there. He was able to go to his office and work as a.
Oh, so he had to just.
He just had to go back there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
like a halfway house kind of thing.
But it was still it was like a minimum security type billionaire jail, like what you'd expect for.
If you got money, there's no way you do like hard time like that.
So it's just really upsetting because that same day you got the Archduke of York was apparently there frequently. The former Prime Minister of Israel was there almost every day. And then the weekend after, like this past weekend, like the Sunday, the next day, FBI raided his island, Little St. James, after he had died. There were paintings. There was a painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress,
mocking or just
Scary
like
hours.
in it.
a little bit of both.
It
was almost in good fun.
I'd seen it.
It was kind of in good fun. It was like, hey, look what I found of you.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
It's like if I found a picture,
I wouldn't have figured
if I somehow found a picture of you in a blue dress, I would buy it and bring it to you.
I have to hide that better.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you get a kick out of it if I found that?
Well, yeah, because
yeah,
you paid me a lot of
like
money for that.
who did that? You know,
Goddard.
Oh no. So pretty much nobody believes this was a suicide. His autopsy revealed broken necks. Broken neck bones. Broken.
How many
he
necks?
has 18 necks.
broken neck.
No,
boys.
it revealed broken neck bones. Check it out.
Broken.
I'm
neck
not saying
boys.
that he was murdered, but what I'm saying is that it would be very difficult to commit suicide in his circumstance when he committed suicide. So apparently he was very, very resourceful is the best way to put it. He was a very resourceful man who committed suicide, and
he was a billionaire. If anybody's gonna figure out a way,
he
to
was
commit
the
suicide,
only
it's gonna be
person who
somebody
was
who could
doing
make $1
anything
billion.
wrong in that circumstance. He's the only person to be held responsible. Nobody else is a problem. Continue with your life.
Well, what about the woman who was allegedly like?
Which one?
She's from Britain or whatever, but she's supposed to be the woman who was finding these girls and recruiting them and bringing them.
The madam,
I can't remember.
as they call
she was
it.
like finding all the girls for him.
I mean, she's being sued, I believe.
Well, they're suing his estate.
The estate's being sued, but I believe she is personally being
been
sued.
named, but I don't think.
I think she's personally being sued. In some
I haven't
cases,
heard
like
that.
as of earlier today. So it's a sick thing.
Well, they can't find her. Apparently,
so now at this point,
she's
we're
like
never
on the
going to
run.
know. I have a PDF of allegedly Jeffrey Epstein's Rolodex, and it's scanned in. Like, it's obviously a Rolodex. Like, it looks like a physically scanned in Rolodex. You can see tabs. I have it right here, right now. I can show it to you right now. Whether it's real or not,
pull it up.
Whether it's real or not, I don't
gotta-
know.
I don't want no Fed time on me.
Hey,
Chill.
that's a publicly available document.
I know.
So I just
Publicly available with your tip of $10.99.
I need you guys to donate $20 to the Patreon, and you can get this link.
You will know what AJ knows.
All in all,
Selling bathwater.
that boy, he was too valuable to die. So that sucks. I mean, like, he got cosmic justice, I suppose. He deserved to die, but he was more valuable alive at the current moment. And
True.
That's what sucks.
But wouldn't you rather a government that could do that and you just be like, well, it could be or could not be?
No, why would I want that?
Versus-
That's not because no.
I feel
Then
safer feeling that the government can
then
just take care of that sort of thing.
But then the truth doesn't exist.
Maybe the truth's too much. Maybe
No,
you don't
it's
want to
not.
know that. Maybe you don't want to know that.
I do.
What if it's something that you just can't do anything about, and the government's like, "Hey, don't worry about this."
Sidebar. Hold.
Like,
Vinny
it
reminds
just,
me.
you can make a
I was
bump
thinking
stock
about this earlier
out
today
of your belt loop.
because I was watching Men in Black, right?
The first one,
Yeah, the first, the only good one.
the Roach guy,
And
Yes.
with
but
Kamala Harris's uncle.
Yes.
whatever. But it made me think about. I mean, just like I'm drawing a connection about like if there like, would you rather like know like there's aliens here,
Or
like living
would you
amongst
rather
us,
just-
or would you rather know that you just live your life like
Versus,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I
you
was
know
the-
then it's like
it's like the simulation thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
like, you
why would you
know-
want to know that at all?
Yeah, I
like,
would-
if
I
it
would not
exists,
wanna know.
why would you want to know?
I would not want to.
There's no need.
At
There's
all.
absolutely no need.
I would not. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
live
I'm not
my
looking
last
for the
little
deep
bit
truths,
in
but
terror.
the deep truths that have been called crazy have actually ended up being truths, which is crazy.
Yeah, so I
Which
don't want
is
to
even
know.
more reason not to know. Just like,
I
you know
don't
what, fuck
wanna
y'all.
know at all.
I don't want to know.
Exactly.
This is,
Well, not that because
he was singing to the U.S. government. If you're playing me, keep it on.
I
the
just get a
low,
sack full of potatoes or
'cause your
oranges,
heart
and then it's
can't
over
take
with.
it anymore.
But yeah,
So
try that with me if you
So
want to.
somebody who couldn't take it anymore, Chris. I can't pronounce this dude's last name.
Theo.
Cuomo.
No,
What? so
beep.
a CNN
Well, beep.
a CNN correspondent. He's moderated plenty of town halls and I think a debate or two.
Yes.
He's also the brother of the current governor of New York and the son of the former governor of New York. And I've never seen The Godfather. I'm just gonna admit that right now. I've never seen any of the Godfather movies.
What?
I know The Godfather 3 is the worst one, but I've never seen any of them.
The first two are kind of lit.
That's what I've heard, but I've never seen any of them. But I guess there's a character named Fredo, who is the weak character of the bunch. And someone decided to call this CNN reporter Fredo on the street, and he blew up. And when like the joke about like black newscasters, and they have their like newscast voice, and they can go into like their regular voice. So this dude went straight Italian. Like it was you didn't expect him to sound like this. It wasn't like your normal Chris Cuomo. So I'm just gonna play it real quick, and we'll
Are we getting audio here?
yeah, we got audio. We got real live
okay.
audio here. Hopefully it works. Hopefully I have everything hooked up.
I thought that's who you were.
No, punk ass bitches from the right call me Fredo. My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN.
You're much.
Fredo is from The Godfather. He was that weak brother.
Isn't that your
And
brother?
they use it as an Italian aspersion. Any of you Italian?
I'm a little
Are you
bit.
Italian?
I got a little
It's a
bit.
fucking insult to your people. It's an insult to your fucking people. It's like the N-word for us. Is that a cool fucking thing?
You're a much more reasonable guy in person than you seem to be on television.
Yeah, but if you want to play it, we'll fucking play. If you've got something you want to say about what I do on television, then say it. But don't call me a
Hey
fucking
man,
insult.
hey, listen.
What?
I don't want any problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have a big fucking problem.
What's the
It's a
problem?
little different on TV. Don't fucking insult me like that.
I didn't insult you.
The
I
fuck you
asked
call me
if you-
Fredo? It's like I call you punk bitch. You like that? You want that to be your
I
nickname?
didn't call you that. I
You
asked
called me Fredo. You know my name's not fucking Fredo.
your name was.
You did not think my name was fucking Fredo. Don't be a liar. You want to be a man? Stand up like a man. You want to be a man?
Stand up like a man.
Then own what you said. Then own what you said.
Listen, man, I don't have a problem with you, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a fucking problem.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'll fucking ruin your shit. I'll fucking throw you down these stairs like a fucking punk.
Please do.
Why? So you
You
can
don't wanna
fucking
do
sue?
that. You don't
So
wanna
you
do
can
that.
fucking sue?
Well, why don't you do it
Go
then?
take a swing. You want to call me Fredo? Take a fucking swing.
I'm not gonna swing
Take a fucking swing. Watch your fucking hands. Take a swing. Watch your fucking hands. Take a swing. No, come on, boy. Come on, boy. So you want to call me shit? Call me shit then.
Hey, listen, man,
I'm right
I'm
fucking
not
here.
doing anything.
I'll fucking wreck your shit. I'll fucking wreck your shit.
Stop.
You didn't know what you were doing when
I
you
thought
called
it
me
was your
Fredo?
name,
You
man.
didn't know.
I thought it was your name.
You didn't know, right? Hey, you didn't know what you were saying, right?
I thought it was his name.
That's amazing. You can just keep yelling that you didn't think that was my name? You thought that was my name? That's all you have to yell.
You're in for it.
You call me Fredo.
So
Fredo.
Yo,
he did call him.
he
Fredo.
went full.
So
he went full.
Full
Guido.
full Guido. So
Just
this dude
all
knew what
the
he
way.
was doing.
Oh, yeah.
So no matter
That
what
dude
this
was
guy
trying
said,
to piss
I
him
thought
off.
it was your name. No, you didn't. You knew he was. You even said like, "Oh, you're much more reasonable on TV." So you recognize him from TV. Therefore, you know
So
his
you
name.
knew his name.
Yeah, but this dude makes $2.5 million a year. I think that might even be a lower number than it actually is.
And by this
That
point,
boy balling.
That dude makes money. His dad is the former governor of New York State, and his brother is the current governor of New York State. He had like to go that street over being called Fredo is a little much for somebody who was raised with that much money.
Yeah, but then to feel like if you feel like you've been disrespected, then
Have
feel
you
like you've been
ever heard an
disrespected.
Italian person
all
called
that.
Fredo as an insult?
I
Nope.
don't hang around a lot of
Yes,
Italians, so I don't know.
I have
I've never. I know maybe
done a lot of
two
Uber
Italian
Eats at
people.
at some pizza places. I've heard them call each other.
They're
Spalmazzotti.
not real Italians.
Oh, they were.
What?
One tried to get me to marry his daughter.
And you okay?
he was very well mistaken.
The other one, when his employee was like, "This isn't a girl," because I was using somebody else's account. The owner was like, "Oh, what do you mean? He's a good enough guy. You know, you can give him the pizza. He'll bring it to the right place."
You bring it to the right place.
I brought it to the right place.
Yeah, the right place.
No, the right place. He's just trying to bring pizza to everybody. So
he's the pizza guru.
So should this man have gotten so upset about being called Fredo?
I mean, I see
Well,
why.
yeah.
I
his
see
name.
why. Yeah, it's like that'd be like if somebody came up to me and called me like, "Hey, you
Boss Burger.
No, yeah, like I'm gonna drag you outside, like I'm going to do
you're
after the show.
No, you're not.
And beat you to a bloody pulp.
No, you're not.
Like, yeah, I get it.
No.
I mean, like I understand that theory. I mean, with it being disrespectful or whatever. Like he said Fredo is the
weak brother,
the weakest
and the
brother.
Godfather.
So I get it, but the guy already gave himself away by saying I recognize you from TV. So it's like, oh, so you know his name,
Right?
So to
he
call him
was being
Fredo,
disrespectful.
So yeah, so and to act like
but
you're
for him
not.
to get like that, like, do you believe that was his real personality? Because that man's
No.
been raised with money his whole life.
I mean, well, I don't think that money has anything to do
But he
with
wasn't
it.
from the streets. He tried to act like he's from the streets. I'll wreck your
Yeah,
shit. I'll throw you down this
I think he
fucking
was
stairs.
snacked.
Well, I mean, you
Gonna
can
kill
still be
money.
raised with money and still be like, I'm not gonna take your fuck shit.
Hey, Dino, get over here. Come get this wise guy.
I mean, this is my thing. Like, you can have money and not deal with people's shit. Like, that's just how I receive this. Like, he's like, yeah, I got money, but you're not gonna fucking come up here and disrespect
That's fair
me.
enough. The memes that have come from this are terrific.
I had no idea that this was a thing.
It's
until, like,
great.
But
It's
it is.
fantastic. He
But
got
he
really
went.
upset.
He went full.
He
just-
went full
He
Italian.
went full.
He
went.
was
He
not
went
happy.
full mafia.
Yeah, he was not happy. That's really what it
Everything
is.
mafia.
That's literally what it
He
is.
went full
That's
mafia.
literally because he's in the fucking news industry, and his family's in the politics. You know, so it's what it is. It's a
we
mafia.
got a little bird chirping.
I'm not mad at him because he was
No,
disrespected.
he went full.
He's a man. He has every right to defend his own essence. You know what I mean?
full of Tony Soprano.
It was just kind of out of nowhere, and from like the narrative they push, it seems out of character. CNN actually backed him up and said they weren't gonna. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
they're
shouldn't.
down with it.
But that's the thing.
They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't. They should have stayed new. They shouldn't have said shit.
But I think there's a time. We live in a time now where you
have to pick a side.
Well, you can't do anything or say anything that's you. Like you can't speak. Like, hey, well, I feel like this, or I.
Put
and they want to take sound bites and clip things together and try to make it. Like, so I mean, it's good. It's good that they are sticking by him. I think that's a good call. But I agree they shouldn't have. They should have stayed neutral. Like, I'm gonna agree with you, but we're not gonna say anything. Like, like we love you. We're gonna keep you. We're gonna pay you, but we're just not gonna speak about it.
Yeah. It never happened.
Yeah. And that's how all big media should be. Like, if something comes out,
that's the best business plan, in my opinion.
Unless it's just like something ridiculous. Yeah, like this guy's like, yeah, fuck you, nigger, N-word, whatever. Like,
why'd you want to say it again? There was no need to try to say it again.
But, I mean, unless it's something like completely blown out like that,
right?
Then there's a different thing. But this guy was clearly being provoked into that reaction. Like,
so he
was baited.
We got 4 topics that I got to cover in 10 minutes for me to make the time I wanted to. So first off,
run the clock.
We're going to talk hard seltzers. So it started out with this White Claw shit. The Claw is the law and all that. It became a meme within the last 2 weeks.
Hold up. The Claw is the law?
It's a meme at the very least.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
It's 6%.
That's because you're not there.
You're not the internet.
You're not the internet. You're not part of the internet.
Okay. You haven't been invited to a secret group yet.
I am the embodiment of the internet. Okay,
gotta get on it.
The embodiment, the goddamn embodiment. You know how many? I'm with it.
White women love the Claw.
You're hip.
Yeah,
you're
white.
Down,
yeah, I know white
down.
women love the Claw.
You gotta get in that.
So
they love it. They love this too.
DJ is now the
they
Claw.
Love this too.
So DJ's the Claw.
So Natty Ice got in it with their seltzers. And
Wait.
Apparently that's disgusting. Yes, Natty Ice.
Okay.
And now, to change the whole game, Four Loko is coming in with the hard seltzers. 14% alcohol by volume.
This is a no-no.
Four Loko hard seltzers.
This is a no-no.
So you drink 2 and you're just ass up. You don't know what happened to you.
I'm assuming 0 calories. They haven't came out yet. The Natty Ice ones apparently are awful. I've had.
How
like,
much are the Natty Ice?
Why come
like
back
alcohol percentage?
Why come back to y'all talking about hard seltzers?
You missed it, bruh.
Disgusting.
Four
Hard
Loko,
seltzer
go.
Our thoughts dream.
14% alcohol by volume hard seltzer. Four Loko brand.
I'll just drink Hennessy.
The hardest hard seltzer in the world.
That sounds disgusting. That sounds disgusting.
It doesn't sound like it would be good either.
No, it sounds terrible.
Like,
so
I'll
have a couple different
I'll just
flavors.
drink a Four Loko. Like, I don't need it to be seltzer.
Yeah, but it's low calorie. No sugar.
Who's counting calories?
Me, literally, right now.
Okay, all right.
He's been doing it all night. He's been looking at you every time he looks at you, counting your calories.
I've been
fuck
analyzing
outta here.
how many
He's
calories
alright.
you burned.
He's
this
gonna
All
eat
right,
you.
well, after the pod, we'll get in the car.
Get the tarp.
Get the tarp.
No, I'll take you
Y'all
up to
fight.
Wawa, and you can count all the calories you want.
Get the tarp.
Beats your ass.
Get the tarp.
You're not counting calories.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to alcohol.
Oh no.
That's
You're
what
right.
I'm saying. I'm seriously.
No,
I get with food,
no,
but who's
I did
counting
it
calories?
I did it a couple nights ago with beers.
I can't drink that. It
With
has
beers,
too many calories.
With beers, I did
nobody.
it the other night.
You punch him
I
in
went.
the
I went
fucking
1,000 calories over that night though, because I was eating ribs
face.
too.
And did you feel bad?
No.
Did it affect your workouts the next day?
No. It's
All right.
No,
well,
it's
there
just
you
one
go.
Your
night.
gains were solid.
You get
was
solid
good.
gains.
Look-
We bulky boys
Yeah.
in this bitch.
BBs. So I'm still trying to fly through these topics. We gotta talk about the Ninja, the streamer Ninja. He moved to Microsoft's Mixer recently from Twitch. I'm assuming he got some sort of sponsorship. But in that movement, his channel became open. And you're saying that Twitch did this? I thought a bot took over his channel.
So Twitch has this program where the top producers, the top streamers, their streaming service can be taken over by lesser known people to kind of promote them. Twitch will put them up to be run on your channel. So you're a top sponsor, you're a top content maker, your Twitch is going to get taken over by lesser bots or lesser people, and Twitch put pornography on his stream.
What kind of pornography now?
They didn't.
Wasn't that BDSM?
It just went straight bestiality.
It was some harder stuff.
Hard BDSM anal.
Interracial BBC just plowing.
Ninja was kind of upset about it.
Wait,
yeah.
so
does he
like,
have any right to be upset since he switched? He
Definitely.
switched. No, he
because-
switched sides. No, he switched sides.
He switched sides.
No, so
but
he has no right.
He
has no right. That man betrayed Twitch. He made all his money off Twitch. He made
switched
all of his
over.
money off Twitch.
But
No,
what
he
Twitch
bit the-
does, what Twitch does,
It's
is
in
it
their terms of
finds-
service.
What Twitch does,
He was in
goes,
the wrong. He
okay,
has no
when
right
you
to be
when
mad.
you leave us, we're gonna find podcasts or
So he has no right to
Twitch
be mad.
videos we think your viewers would like.
So he has no right to
and
be
they
mad.
put porn up.
So he has no right to be mad.
He has 14
No,
million viewers.
they've been analyzing his
14
viewers.
million viewers.
What
and
they've
many
been
of them
doing
are
is
kids.
analyzing
and now they got
his viewers.
videos of
Hardcore
analyzing
porn.
They've been analyzing what
Hey,
his
hey,
viewers watch
analyzing.
and
Hold
putting
up.
that on the stream.
Hey, I say it like
These
this.
13-year-olds are watching porn.
Listen.
And they've been seeing that, so they just advertise the porn.
And all
Listen,
of them
they
got
gotta-
grounded.
They gotta learn someday.
No, that's his fault for
He's
being a
doing-
fucking traitor.
He's doing him a fucking
That's,
favor.
no, that's his fault for being a fucking
Well, I
traitor.
mean, well,
All
if
those
he's
kids got
upset,
grounded, they downvoted.
yeah.
They
If he's
downvoted.
upset about it, he can go
go fuck
himself.
himself.
But
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah, fuck him.
as a kid, you're like, oh
that
shit,
dude
titties.
makes like $250
What?
million
Yeah, he can. Yeah, that's
like,
bull.
in
the,
tournaments and shit.
The fact
Dude
that
plays
they
Fortnite.
make that
Fuck
kind
that
of
dude.
money
Fuck that
off
guy.
of bullshit ass games, is just. You see the dude who. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We
I'm not
got to
gonna
carry
go
on.
ahead.
I understand.
Jump into it.
We got 5 minutes left. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. and
best
his wife
Dale.
were on a private plane recently, and this is a nice size private plane, but a private jet nonetheless. And they crashed. Right? They both survived, but
And the baby.
and the baby. So
And
could
the
you imagine
mistress.
being Dale Earnhardt? Thank God because I called him Daniel. Could you imagine being Dale Earnhardt Jr. and like just going about to go down in a fiery flame and being like, it's just my family's cursed. We crash.
He knew he got a couple more years. His daddy's a little bit older.
And it's weird where that flight left.
You know his dad was on the radio right before he died,
Oh no,
I didn't know that.
no.
But no, his
and he's all over the steering wheel and the the dashboard.
no, his
That's fucked.
piece of shit.
Wow.
Thanks a lot. You son of a bitch.
I stole that.
You're the whole night.
Great. No, I was saying it's crazy because he.
No, go home. He just haunted us.
Yeah, go.
We're all we're
By the Earnhardts.
But now I will say this about private jets.
Don't get on them.
Won't see me on no fucking private jet.
I'd love to drive one,
Unless
but
Travolta's flying it.
No,
Travolta's got
nobody.
some good range.
No, you don't.
oh my god,
You don't hear about like
Could be
commercial
killed?
They don't-
commercial
they don't-
planes
they don't
crashing
crash
like
that often, you're
But
right.
private jet, it's like you're at the
private jets
mercy.
and Cessnas especially.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
wanna
not
drive in a
good.
Cessna.
Then people still buy them shits
Those
like they're
motherfuckers
good.
are flimsy.
Absolutely not.
All right.
I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not getting on a fucking
One
private
final
jet.
move on. We're going to talk about that movie, The Hunt.
Kutre, jump in.
So they
Get
canceled
on
it.
this.
That was Sony, right?
The cooch.
Was that Sony that did this?
Man, my head is fucked up.
Oh, man, we got him too high.
All right, The Hunt. I don't know what this
I don't
movie's
know
about.
who produced it.
What's the premise? What's the premise?
It's basically it's nothing new. It's
Hunting people.
it's hunting people. It's rich
Surviving the
people
game.
hunting lower class people for sport.
So it's
it's
like
kind of like
Purge
that
and Hunger
game.
Games.
Yeah, so it's kind of also that movie that had Ice-T in it.
Yeah,
back in the day.
what? It's surviving the
Oh,
game.
shit.
Yeah, surviving the game. That shit.
To a degree, Running Man.
Running
or,
Man.
Yeah.
So the premise ain't nothing new. It's just there's some Trump supporters in there.
Deplorables. They're not called Trump supporters.
The worst
and it
boys.
triggered some folk.
Triggered
because
some
they got triggered.
Trump supporters. It
Heart
triggered some
attack.
real life Trump supporters.
Ain't that some shit? So it triggered them. They basically got
That's
the
a
movie
Rob
pulled
Van
from
Dam
movie theaters.
movie.
So, and they shouldn't.
Well, they didn't get pulled because it never got released,
Yeah,
but
they shouldn't have
it
done
pushed
that.
the release back.
They shouldn't have done it so obviously like that because it's been subtly done so often. Like they could have subtly done it, So they should have just released it pussified, or just went doubled down They should have just doubled down. Honestly, I would have
just
respected
put it
it.
out.
Yeah, because they set a
Double
bad.
down.
They
Yeah.
set a bad standard with
Yeah,
that.
double down, bro. It's so. It's gonna be a short cast. It's a little late. Anything anybody else got to say before we close things out?
I hate pigs.
Okay,
Well,
And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
that's fine.
the
That's
poor
best.
swine.
Don't get trench foot.
That's bad.
Don't get trench foot.
Dry
don't
your feet.
Want to
It's
get
very
Take care
important.
of your feet.
Put the shower head water. Take the shower head and aim it at your ass.
That's true. I did that in your shower
Friggin'
just today, Vinny.
Boudet.
I sprayed my asshole with your shower head. It was a good foot away from my asshole. I'm not savage.
Clean the floor afterwards.
You just clean
No,
it
I
up.
mean it was
floor.
my asshole was relatively clean, but it needed the molecules.
Spray the floor afterwards. That's a
would've-
reasonable request.
All right, fair enough. From here on out, you might want to spray it before I go in there, or before you go in there next time, because I didn't.
Sprays the floor. The listeners at home sprays the floors
So-
before you go in. That's a
so-
reasonable request.
Keep
Take
your ass
care.
clean.
Take care. Spray the floor, and
Keep your ass
Wear
clean.
underwears.
wear some kind of. I mean, like you don't have to. It's not really like entirely necessary.
Well, you
unless
do.
Like,
If you're gonna
wear
if
the
you're gonna
same clothes
smash
multiple
somebody,
times
you need to have on clean drawers. That's a
you don't
should get-
necessarily need draws.
Shit
Though.
needs to
You-
be
you
tucked
need-
in up.
You need to
it-
go commandos.
No, your
No.
shit needs to be tucked in
You
up.
need to
There
be
needs
tucking
no
in.
sweat
You need to be
pockets.
and you
No,
need to
we
be
ain't-
clean.
I ain't tucking around here. I ain't trans. We out.
Oh, all right.